It's no problem.
Welcome to Three Grandmas Podcast, everyone. How we doing?
Hi, JC. We're here with MadTeaBagger and Timegoestowaste, and I'm Pragpro. How's everybody doing today?
I'm very good.
Doing well,
I'm very good. How is everyone?
Very good.
I've been shitting a lot lately, but I'm all right. I don't know what I ate. Something bad, I think.
That's how we're
just
starting
like,
this?
It's not even like diarrhea. It's just like annoying. It's just like sometimes I feel like you just have to like have a backup.
I mean, I can relate, dude, but
and like it's just like a lot of wiping, and I'm like, come on, let's wrap it up.
Wipe.
Yeah,
Welcome
like
to the
flood.
Pragpro's Bowel Movement Podcast.
I don't want to like congest the toilet, so you have to like break it up in many flushes, and then I don't, it's just fucking water.
I get it 100%.
Nice, dude.
Well, you asked me how I'm doing.
I apologize for my lateness. I was having some technical difficulties with the movie. I had it like I was ready to go, but my fucking media server was not doing what I wanted it to. So it took a while for me to get it sorted and then watch the movie. Like I had planned to have the movie finished by the time the podcast started, but yeah, I unfortunately couldn't do that. But
so you're just a rude, selfish boy, is what you're trying to tell me.
Right? I'm so sorry. But can I just say, if it's any consolation, this movie was fucking incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here we
go. This was fucking great.
I'm just gonna start by saying I was really excited to hear that none of you had heard of this movie before. Like I adore this movie, and I was happy that none of you had seen it before.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I didn't even know it existed until you said it. I'm pretty sure when Time heard it, was like the Joe Pesci movie or something, or the Brendan Fraser movie.
I never heard of it.
I didn't even heard of it. Oh,
yeah,
really?
No.
I saw someone was like a Brendan Fraser movie, but no, it was incredible. And as you can see, my little like tag I put down here, I said it's Dead Poets Society, but better. Better.
That's a good comparison, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it's going for the same vibe, but I thought that, like, everything that this movie was doing was was even more meaningful than what they were doing in that movie. So yeah, I want to get into it. How did you first see this movie? Like, what's your relationship to this movie?
I've always been a movie nut, and I've probably seen this on like HBO back in like maybe 96 or something. Like it's a movie that I found years ago as a teenager because I'd often sit and watch movies, and like I've loved it ever since. I watch it every couple of years. For me, it fits it kind of a Christmas time movie. So it's like one of those not Christmas themed movies that I watch in the winter. So
like Dead Poets Society. I think it's a very apt comparison. But yes, yeah, absolutely. I felt a lot of Christmas vibes with this. It's lucky it's a cold day here because I was getting like all snuggled up with my blanket, and it was good.
I mean, I can't wait to hear what they think.
Yeah, Pragpro. How you doing, man?
I don't remember this movie. I like remember maybe seeing a trailer or something. I feel like I would have seen it on DVD or something when it came out, but I didn't really recall this movie. I like a lot of things I liked about this movie was that it almost felt like a well-designed sitcom encapsulated into a larger film because you had the characters, you had that core group of roommates, and I think they did a really good job of making that the centerpiece of the galaxy, right? Of the Harvard was one of the main characters, of course, and we've seen that so many times through like different films where they include academic activity, but what it focused on is the roommate experience, and I think they did a great job with like where they were living, and that tracks very much as like college town level, like the walls are all fucked up and everything.
Yeah, the apartment felt like a 2-camera sitcom setup set. Like that's what it felt like. Just the way that the camera moves and everything. It was very Was this
like before Friends or was this after Friends? I feel like this may have inspired like some sort of like.
Was this before Seinfeld?
Seinfeld
it was 1994, so I had like It's definitely got that early 90s
Right there,
vibe,
yeah.
dude.
It's right in that time zone.
Yeah.
Like if you look at how the college kids were dressed and stuff, like in the scene in the big auditorium with the teacher and the scene between the teacher and friggin' Pesci. If you look
Gore
at how
Vidal, yeah.
the kids in the fucking room are dressed, dude, it's very, very fucking early 90s.
Early
yeah.
90s,
I mean, that's when I was in college at the same time. In '94, it was when I was in college. I was out of high school in '91 or whatever. Right? Yeah. So like, yeah, it was very like, that part is very authentic, and I loved like how Gore Vidal pilled this movie is, because I don't know if you guys know who Gore Vidal is. He's like a public intellectual. He was the professor in this, and he's somebody who writes a lot about democracy, right? And he's somebody who's a really big advocate of egalitarian meritocracy. And in this film, he plays the opposite, and Brandon Fraser is playing the opposite of that, but he's showing it through Joe Pesci's character, and especially that nice speech that he gives in where he's talking about the thing that's really commendable about the Constitution is that it's amendable, and that it's not something just for the people to react to. It's something that the Constitution should react to the people, and that's he's making this initiative.
He says the genius of our founding fathers were that they knew they were going to make mistakes, so they left the Constitution open-ended enough that the mistakes can be corrected down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. What I want to say though is, I think this is literally, I only have one issue with this movie. It's like just a slight little thing. They show all these scenes of him, he's writing his new thesis. You're like, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good topic. And then it turns out it's about how technology is going to democratize.
And that has nothing to do with what he talks about initially. He's like, all democracy.
If he was experiencing all of this, he should have been writing Das Kapital too. Like, what?
Hold on.
I don't understand that part. You're right.
Yeah.
He writes it on how technology is going to fix democracy, whatever it is.
Direct democracy.
But he takes it one step further because he has to prove it.
and then he doesn't
prove it. Yeah,
well,
that's the last thing he says about it.
Well, it's like
it never comes back again.
What he pitches to Gore Vidal is that democracy is antiquated and we can't use it, and we need to have technocrats run the government. That's essentially what he's telling Gore Vidal. And then by the time he's done, because he's around
crazy,
Pesci, he embraces democracy. Now he wants more direct democracy, but that's not necessarily direct democracy isn't necessarily more democracy, and that's probably but they just don't talk about that stuff. It's just he has to say something about what he's writing, and so he just puts that out there. I feel like it's not what the movie's about.
To be honest with you, I feel like the thesis, what the thesis was about
doesn't matter. Yeah,
was less important than the object, the drive for the object itself.
Yes,
and his own evolution,
and the growth,
and the humanization of Joe Pesci, because at the beginning,
father-son relationship is what it is, right? It's just like
yes. Well, at the beginning of the movie, he's like, friggin' Joe Pesci's right. He's like, you don't even see me as fucking human.
Yeah, yeah.
So we get to some of the things I didn't like about this movie is how it onboarded some of the characters, and I felt like it was a great flow once you established all the characters and their relationships, but I felt kind of like, I don't know what the term is, it just felt all the the overkill, but that's what you have to do to establish in a 2-hour movie, so I can't get mad about that.
What do you mean by that exactly? You didn't feel like you were dropped into the world? It felt like
because it's he drops everyone. He's got his thesis, and then he drops it in a grate, and then he goes down there and he's burning the thing, and then he's attacking, and it's like, okay, we've seen that a million times. Couldn't we have a more nuanced way for these characters to meet? But it's a 2-hour show, so they kind of have to do it that way, I suppose.
They kind of have to thrust the characters together so they can then build the character relationship.
I do love that they forced Brendan Fraser to wear crutches for 2/3 of this movie.
Yeah.
That was good,
I felt
right?
so bad for him. Yeah, I was getting so
in the
frustrated.
snow, no less. And I sympathize because I spent 6 months of a winter in Germany friggin' on crutches, and it was miserable.
Yeah,
through the whole fucking winter, I was on crutches. It was the worst. So that had to suck for him. He probably got paid really well.
Let's go around the end of the room and discuss who our favorite Gore is. Mine is Gore Verbinski.
Oh, I was gonna say Gore.
You were gonna say the same thing. You were gonna say the same thing. I know.
Okay. Al Gore. Okay.
Al Gore. Okay.
Tipper, because she doesn't like. Okay. She stands up against raw language. She doesn't like it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Who's your favorite Gore, Teabagger?
I don't know what to say here. Like
Frank Gore.
You guys already picked a lot of the Gore. Frank Gore would be good. I was gonna say Gore. I was gonna say Gore Bachaw.
Gorbachev. Okay.
That's a good call.
I will accept that. I'll accept that.
I love that. Also, Time. I love that. Normally, you put a background from the movie, but you put
this
a poster.
Was in the movie. This was in the movie.
Poster in the movie of Miles Davis. Yeah.
I was like, I go, what is that poster? I had to figure out who it was, and I was like, black guy, trumpet, Miles. That's all you could see.
You didn't, yeah.
Yeah, it's Miles Davis.
I liked how the characters who lived in the apartment with him were very fleshed out. Like you had the curly-haired, wacky radio guy, and beautiful Moira Kelly.
That's Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, curly-haired Dempsey. But what about Moira? What about Moira Kelly in the shower scene?
She was hot, dude. She was at the party when she was dancing at the pajama party. Dude, she was hot.
Her skin is like a dream. Like when she was wearing that, she had the dress with the fucking crazy.
I also love that she's also like natural, like her eyebrows are like
perfectly natural.
It's
beautiful, intellectual. She doesn't really care, and she's not paying attention.
So she was in Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with Me.
Oh, the movie.
Yes, she was in The Cutting Edge. Later, she voiced Nala in The Lion King the same year that she filmed with Honor.
She was Nala.
She did the voice for Nala in The Lion King, 1994.
I never would have guessed that.
Brendan Fraser's character, if a woman invites you into the shower while she's nude and showering, I think she doesn't want to be friends, just friends anymore.
That's friend
right?
code.
Or they're so comfortable, like as friends. Like it's so platonic that
I think she was making him all through the movie that she liked him more than a friend. I feel like she was giving him all kinds, and like he couldn't like pick up on that.
Yeah.
And then that look, like when she came out, she put her leg on the door. She's like, oh, he's like looking at her. He's like, oh my God, does anyone have a razor? Like,
the other guys are just like, ew, get away. What are you doing?
Well, I think those two, like, they couldn't talk about it in '96, but like, I didn't like the blonde guy who's always like, oh, you can't sleep in here. That guy.
No, but I think he serves a purpose, though. I think he serves a purpose to the movie.
I think he does too, and I think like you get to see even his evolution a little bit. How Pesci's character came in and had an effect, maybe not so much on Patrick Dempsey's character and Moira's character, but he had an effect on everything.
Yeah. I mean, he shook everything up.
When he's on Moira's lap with the pillow. When they're watching Bugs Bunny and she's like, he's all cuddled up on her lap. That was a W. That was W. That was gold.
Oh, and the party thing, like when Brendan Fraser's like friggin', I'm gonna take, and so what do I wear? My dress is and like that was so natural, that interaction between the two. To be honest with you, I think this is one of Joe Pesci's best
performances
and most underrated roles. It shows.
Did he win a Golden Globe for this? I think he might have.
No,
it was nominated.
He didn't get any praise for this. But
somebody got nominated for a Golden Globe for this movie because it was in the Amazon. But in the Amazon thing, it was like nominated for Golden Globe, maybe for like.
Maybe.
Oh wow!
But like, I think this is like one of his most underrated friggin' performances, and it shows. We all know he can play a fucking gangster. We all know
can
that
you do an impression? Can you do an impression of him?
That he can play an Italian dude.
But he can also play a robber.
This really stepped out of the pigeonhole kind of role that he normally plays, and I think it shows his range, definitely.
Yeah, and like he has some great roles too. Let's talk about Joe Pesci, right? Because he is in what's that movie? My Cousin Vinny is a phenomenal comedy that he's in. He's in Raging Bull and Goodfellas, Mean Streets, Casino. Like he's an Oscar-nominated actor.
But he plays almost the same character in all of them.
Yeah, neighborhood guy.
The Italian fucking wise guy, dude. You think I'm funny? Funny
Home
how?
Home Alone.
I said Home
Alone. Home Alone. He was still a crook there, and
Well, he's still a wise guy here, but he's like a really, but he has a lot more layers underneath him.
He's a little silly. He's got that oh boy affect that he does all the time, and he's always got like some cute, like they're at the Social Security office.
Something very witty to say, dude. Like he's.
But he's also like super intelligent. Like this character, he's been through a lot, but he's really with it. Like he's, and it kind of.
He was living in the boiler room of fucking Harvard Library reading whatever the fuck he wanted. Like the movie starts out with them talking about the ghost of Walt Whitman wandering the library, and that was him going around getting like he had access to arguably one of the best libraries in the world. So I mean, at the very least, he'd be well read, I assume.
I'm going to answer your question, Prag, for what Golden Globe this movie won. Do you want to have a guess?
They didn't win. They didn't win.
Probably the Madonna song. I'll remember.
Yes, it was nominated for the Madonna song, Best Original Song. It was nominated. It wasn't nominated for anything else except for that.
Well, the guy who did the music for this movie, Patrick Leonard, is one of the most famous ghostwriters in pop, and like he's like ghostwriting Madonna's all of his hits. He picked all the selections for this, and I thought it was a really good soundtrack. They had some cool songs on this soundtrack. I felt like, and like
I think
Patrick Leonard. That name popped out at me immediately because he's like a very big ghostwriter guy, and he probably wrote that Madonna song.
Yeah. I thought this movie was just really good. Who's the writer? William Mastrosimone.
I don't know anything about him.
He's a playwright, and it looks like he wrote with honors a movie called Into the West and Extremities, all of which I haven't seen.
This could be a play. Do you think they staged this as a play at some point?
Well, he's a playwright, so it does feel like there's a lot that feels like a play.
Especially the scenes, play, absolutely.
Right? Yeah. When you have the scenes in the apartment with the roommates, that's a perfect venue for a play. And they build a nice big set. You have 4 characters. Like if you wanted to write a play for, like, say, Twitch, and you wanted an ensemble cast in a college apartment, 4 roommates. They come out of the doors and they have the living area. That's a good, easy set to build, right? So that's interesting.
I love. There's so many good moments in this movie. I really love the moment at the end where he's taking Joe Pesci's character. What was his name again? It was Simon. Yeah, he was taking Simon to see his son. And the other roommate, Jeff, comes down. He's like, "Are you not going to publish his paper?" And like by this point, he's like not even thinking about it. He's like, "I guess I'm."
So melodramatic though.
Yeah.
He turns back to him. He's like, "What if they don't give you an extension?"
He's like,
"No, did you ask for an extension?" He's like,
"Ask for one."
That's also that's also a key moment. That's also a key moment for Jeff because that's the point where you see the evolution of Jeff.
For him as well.
Because he fucking pokes his head out the door and he's, Can I come?
Yeah, and then it becomes like less important to him as well because I don't know, he cares about this guy finally. And they,
and Joe Pesci
they segregate him from the crowd essentially until he does like him.
Jeff character, they have that outside. Moment in the kitchen over the French toast and and all that, and like that scene serves story wise to kind of humanize him to Jeff, leading to hey, can I come? So
Jeff's
he makes the French toast.
I don't want to be friends with Jeff. I hope
very
he does.
very much a country character. What if my mom shows up? She likes to make surprise visits. What if my mom shows up?
She's gonna die in a car in the winter.
She never did.
He's a housemate that you're forced to live with. Like he's one of those. Yeah. How did you feel about this movie, Tom? I feel like I haven't gotten a real sense of where you're sitting.
I was hoping we weren't to the end. I hated this movie.
No.
You hated it. You really?
What? Do you have no soul?
I was hoping I could just write this out to the end.
That's not how this works.
There's a homeless guy in it, so.
Yeah, okay.
All right, go ahead.
You know, there's
You have no
this
soul?
movie felt so familiar. I've never seen it, but it felt like a kind of like a John Hughes movie a little bit, like that type of '90s movie. And then there's characters that I recognize, like Joe Pesci. You know, he was Joe Pesci. That's what the character was. He was I like his performance. I thought his character was great in theory. I thought he talked a lot and said nothing. I think all the characters actually talked a lot and said nothing. They had nothing to say. This movie had nothing to say, which is crazy.
Whoa, they had a lot to say. I don't agree with that. That's when I go. Because like this had a lot to say about relationships and like surrogate fatherhood and like their What do you mean? It had a lot to say.
It had that stuff. But it was like
What about it? It talked about egalitarian meritocracy.
I thought that was up for a second.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let him talk.
It was like it was you know the father-son relationship, like all these things. It was very on the nose to where I felt it was just like pointless. Like it didn't resonate with me. Like nothing, just like it didn't hit to me. The performances were fine. I thought Patrick Dempsey's performance was awful, and I like Patrick Dempsey. I thought he was like way too
Patrick Dempsey though.
Yeah, but like the character that he played, the radio guy, it was so like over the top, but it was like,
why do you hate Australia?
Way too past. Way too
Why do you
past.
hate Australia?
Comical. I didn't even know he was Australian. I like Patrick Dempsey. I didn't know he was Australian. I like him though. Yeah,
he's a race car driver, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he owns a race team, and he
races.
He drives friggin'. I don't think he races like fucking top tier or anything like that. But he races like Formula One cars.
Okay,
you know more about Australia than I do. Then
there's I'm glad you guys brought up the apartment, because the apartment was so like familiar and like cozy and like it looked like it was from something. Like you know, I guess maybe from that time frame, but
like Seinfeld or something.
Yeah, like I was trying to look at it, and I was like, is this the apartment they used in Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man? Like I couldn't like pinpoint it.
I could think of that. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but I just, this movie just didn't hit with me.
Oh man,
at all.
That's crazy.
And I wanted to like it because it has so much going for it. The music was great. The beginning song. Prad, you know what the beginning song was? I don't know.
The one that won the Golden Globe.
Yeah, when he's just running. Yeah, that whole scene,
Wildflower.
the beginning, when he's running and
in between
like,
them,
chasing after more like that. I was like, this is like nostalgia. This is '90s, and then it kind of fell apart after that.
Man,
just
that's crazy. That's weird.
I wanted to like it. I really did. It had a lot going for it.
I felt the vibes all the way through. I was loving it.
I felt so bad when Bagger earlier was like, I think Time and JC are gonna love it and Prag's gonna hate it. And in my head, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be the opposite,
goes
isn't
to
it?
show you that's exactly the kind of fucking stereotyping that I have to like fight against.
You have to deal with.
Yeah, because like everyone thinks they know what I'm gonna say, and they don't.
You fight it every day, and you know what? You're still here.
Thank
still
you.
Standing.
I'm going to outlast all of you. I know that. I'm going to be here before you and after.
Actually, true.
Like it really is like a classic. Like it's a classic like movie framework where it's it's a coming of age tale. It's like
it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Coming of age tale. It's set during set at a school, and there's an older mentor. Yeah, there's a mentor who's kind of unorthodox and doesn't follow the traditional
morality tale. It's a morality tale, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's more important than these awards and winning the doctorate and getting the money? It's the relationships. It's what the story's about, right?
We haven't
the human element.
Like the most recent one I can think of is that Paul Giamatti movie with the Christmas Paul Giamatti movie. What's it called? The Leftovers. The Leftovers.
Oh,
no, not the Leftovers.
No,
not the Leftovers.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was really good. Was it called? No, The Leftovers is a TV show. The Paul Giamatti. I'm just looking up Paul Giamatti movies.
Now, another movie that resonates with me more.
The Holdovers.
Okay, but like, I'm thinking of not Dead Poet Society, but Scent of a Woman. To me, is something that elevates a little bit, right? Because that's a movie like this, but it like takes off from the school and has all the school stuff, but also like takes off to this other world, right? And then you have an elevate, like Pacino is like up here. Pesci is a good performance, but like Pacino is an amazing performance, right? And so that's something that elevates, and then it's like another level of music and another level of acting, another level of cinematography.
I can recognize the similarities in the way the movie's structured, but like comparing Scent of a Woman and With Honors is fucking apples and oranges.
No, it's not. I'll tell you why. Because it's the same moral to the story. And it's the same father-son relationship, surrogate, and it's the same adolescent to older gentleman who's outside of the system, and he's not, like, doesn't fit, but he's smarter than everyone. So there are a lot of allegories to these two films.
But
there are a lot of allegories, but I can't condone just a straight-up comparison of the two.
No, I'm saying, like, one is an orange and one is an apple, but they're in the same bowl of fruit, and that's all I'm saying.
I will agree they're both fruit, dude.
I like that. Actually, like that.
No, but but you could say like Star Wars is fruit and Good Will Hunting, but those don't go together. But Good Will Hunting's another college education, older gentleman, younger. That's another movie that lives in this universe.
I did think about Good Will Hunting as well while watching this.
Dead Poet Society is another one.
Yeah,
Cider House Rules. Cider House Rules is another one. Cider House Rules. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but there's many that live in this neighborhood, and that's not like to distract from the fact.
I thought about.
I think this is one of the better ones.
I like coming of age stories.
I thought about making y'all watch another one of my favorite college fucking movies.
Porky's.
Porky's.
Well, I love the Porky's movies, dude.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Don't play around. No, dude, the Skulls.
The what?
Yeah, Skulls is a good one. Yeah, that's
Skulls.
I remember that one.
I don't know it.
Oh, dude.
I haven't heard of it. The Skulls, like Skulls.
Yeah, the Skulls.
Okay.
It's at Yale, and it's based around the Skull and Bones. It's early freaking. What's his name? Fucking Brian from Fast and Furious. Paul Walker, early Paul Walker, and the brown-head kid from Dawson's Creek. What was his fucking name?
Yeah. God
I know
damn
who
it.
you're talking about.
Pacey. It's fucking Pacey. What's his name?
I can't remember anything anymore.
Fucking whatever. But another good movie. But like when I mentioned it and y'all were like, none of y'all had heard of this, so I was like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, go with this one.
Whether you liked it or not, fucking time, you're just weird, dude. Like,
I thought you were gonna fall into this
You need to get out of the city every now and then, bro.
Are you becoming since starting this podcast? Are you now analyzing too much and like not falling into your movies anymore?
Yeah, maybe I've fallen into my own thing where it's like I'm looking too much into movies.
Because you still gotta let it just like wash over you, Like I still think like
I've become what I hated. Damn it.
Casey, you like every movie though. What's the last movie you didn't like on here though? Like you're always.
Well,
you're
you guys
too
always
happy.
pick good movies. You guys always
Too
I
happy.
didn't like Cannibal Holocaust at all.
Well, that was crazy. That was a different type of thing. Like you're trying to apologize for. Like I'm trying to apologize for Cannibal. Not trying to like review it really. I gave it. Did you know there's some son of a bitch gave it a 95 on this show?
Planet.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's crazy. That's
Crazy.
still wild.
I like Treasure Planet.
It's all right. It has its problems. I wish I loved it more than I do now, because I did as a kid. But I really like this, and I think Brendan Fraser is just like every time he's so natural. Like that's how I feel about Brendan Fraser. I feel like he's such a natural actor.
Listen, I have some bad things to say about this film, guys, and I don't want to like fucking get you crazy, but like. I felt Brendan Fraser's an overactor. I thought that Joe Pesci was overacting. I thought his character was a caricature, and it was just like too much. And it was just like waka
You're
waka
drinking
waka.
the time pill now.
He was like
You're drinking the time pill.
But I did like
Time-Aid.
the other thing. Like there's things I like and I don't like. I would have taken Pesci down like a quarter of an inch. I would have like changed like. But I do in general like the movie because it would give you like warm fuzzy feelings. It's very like easy, relaxing movie to watch. No one's gonna get like fucking it's like watching a good sitcom where you can just like cuddle up and watch it. And I love, there was competent, and I like the scenes were good and the characters were good. And now that you tell me he's a playwright, it tells me that the dialogue made a lot of sense. But I felt I feel like Brendan Fraser is always with the facial. Like, I see Lance do this a lot too, where they tell you you're supposed to be acting with your face and quietly, but they over express sometimes.
I didn't feel like he was over. I didn't feel like he was overacting at all. I felt
great. I
thought his performance was really.
Some of his facial natural. Things to me are just like
the
pushes
Pesci,
too much.
The Pesci overacting, I like. He just comes off to me.
Oh boy!
But he just comes off to me as like a fucking eccentric fucking veteran, dude. Like, I've met fucking weird people like that, dude.
Oh, I don't
especially in the vets, like, So
I mean, Robin Williams plays characters like that a lot, and he does it a little better.
Yeah, I agree. Right?
The homeless guy.
Yeah,
not that it's bad. I just don't think it's
the fucking homeless wino guy, dude. Yeah,
it's just like. I'm just like picking at. I like Jamie Foxx's performance as a person who plays characters like that, right? Jamie Foxx has that movie where he's the violinist, right? That he win an Academy Award for that, where he's a homeless gentleman who plays the violin. Have you seen that movie, JC?
I have not.
The Jamie Foxx. I can't remember the name of it. He plays a violinist. He's a homeless violinist. He's excellent in that.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx is a great actor. I love Jamie Foxx.
Here's what I love about Joe Pesci's performance. Like, he's a bit over the top and stuff, but then when it gets really serious and really like,
that's when he's good.
That's like, he grounds it so quickly, and I feel like that contrast is what makes.
When he meets his son, the real son, that's a good scene. Yeah. His son doesn't like buy his bullshit and doesn't forgive him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
that scene hits for me because as somebody who's never met my fucking dad. And I could be like, yo, if that dude showed up at my fucking house and was like, yo, I'm dying, I just want to look at you.
Well, that's exactly what Brendan Fraser.
Fuck yourself, dude.
Right, in a van. Like, he opens the door and there's a van in my parking lot and there's somebody with their feet hanging out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here?
Keep in mind, it was a very nice house and a dude in a fucking vest and a tie, like clearly the under part of a three-piece suit. But
then there's the other side of it when like Brendan Fraser opens the door and he's like clearly like pleading with him to meet him because he doesn't get to see his dad again because he died, right?
I mean, Brendan Fraser's a handsome man, all right. He dresses well. He looks good in suits and clothes, and he's charismatic.
Also, I thought the wardrobe in this movie is fantastic. Like the everything
preppy stuff.
So it was really good.
They nailed
really
layers and layers.
Like just casually wearing a fucking long sleeve shirt with a vest in the house, and
they made Moira Kelly dress like Yentl and with the short haircut with the fucking so we take her seriously as an academic and an intellectual and not just like someone there to be like the sexual content, right? Like I feel like that's what that haircut
was her academia. Like she was building sculptures and so was she an architect or was she like it was really weird. She showed up with like
wondered that too.
Like this brutalist Christmas tree in his
I don't know.
I was like, what was that?
Like art or fucking
maybe
something?
architect. Like I don't know. We could.
I didn't understand. Like, I actually love Patrick Dempsey in this movie. I thought he was great, and I love the kind of absurdity of like they don't tell you what his podcast actually is. But how is a chicken like
it's a radio?
It was a radio show.
It's a morning show.
It's a radio show, but what does the chicken do? It just goes.
Because it's a morning show. The rooster wakes people up. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
The whole freaking joke. The whole reason the chicken was in there was
dumb.
one of the very first lines of the movie where he mentions my fucking cock. Yeah, that's the whole existence of the chicken is so they can.
Did they try to get Booger and they couldn't get Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, so they got Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, was he at Harvard or was he just
he was on the Harvard radio, like he was doing the morning show for.
But we don't know what he was studying.
Or probably broadcast.
That's a good credit to the show because you want to know more about the backstory of the characters, and that's interesting.
Yeah, but
like,
they leave it just kind of.
Well, that's good because like it's good that you like question it because then you're like filling in the story yourself a little bit. It's just like a novel.
I think that's good. Yeah,
right?
I agree.
You don't want to sell it, because then it's just like a lore dump, and you're like, what the fuck? She's like an accountant and this and that, and
that kind of aspect for some reason kind of reminded me of Ghostbusters for some reason. Like, and they sort of have that radio show, don't they? Like, on that, like they hire someone to like promote them, and
Yeah, they do like
that
interviews.
aspect. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Afraid
kind
of
of got
Ghosts.
those vibes as well. But yeah, it's good. I do love when he eats the chicken. Like, he cooks him up and makes him a delicious meal.
Yeah, but that's not what a rooster would look like if you cooked an old rooster like that. It wouldn't look like a chicken, or like you couldn't eat it like that.
Who cares? He plucked it. He cooked it up. He's a great cook.
I'll let you have it.
I love the joke when he walks out. He's like, I have a complaint. You haven't fixed my car yet. Like, he doesn't care about the chicken. Like, whatever.
And then,
but if you, like, he says at one point, like, Patrick Dempsey's character says, I hate that chicken. So I feel like when he came back and the chicken was gone, he was like, well, you know.
Did he say that in front of Joe Pesci? Like, did Joe Pesci's character do that on purpose?
I don't know if he said it in front of Joe Pesci's character, but
I mean, in the Roman Polanski scene, they say it, right?
I thought we could make a whole episode without mentioning Roman Polanski.
Why wouldn't I want to mention Roman? Roman's watching. Hi, Roman. Right?
Dude, I was sitting here for 40 minutes, like, going, okay, we haven't mentioned...
You thought I forgot?
We could get through it. We could get through it. We could do
another
it.
thing is that they say for honors in this film. They do say the name of the film when they're reading the little letter with honors, for honors.
I'm going to forget this.
That's a video game from Ubisoft.
I'm going to forget this.
By the way, Todd, the new movie... Oh, sorry, you go. You're going to forget it. I won't let you.
Yeah,
Todd Goes to Waste.
At the
Todd Goes to Waste. I like that, dude. That's
I know, bro.
Todd experience. When Simon is in front of the courtroom, whatever, or in front of the judge, and he's explaining his whole thing, whatever, and going whatever.
That was so funny.
He's like, "Oh, we're gonna put you in contempt," and he goes, "You're gonna hear from Alan Dershowitz," and I was like,
"Oh god, no. he's at the fucking island this weekend."
Oh no!
Like he's gonna have to call the island and to get a special helicopter.
I caught that as well, dude. I caught that as well.
I was like,
oh
yeah,
good one, Joe Pesci.
Different time.
You're gonna
age well at
Alan Dershowitz on this, boy, oh boy.
That didn't age well at all. By the way, that new horror movie that's out, Weapons. They say weapons in the movie. You should go see it.
10 out of 10 instantly.
Yeah, they say weapons in the movie. You should go see it. It's really good.
Hey, you know what? Oh shit! I think it was either on Twitter or on maybe on Reddit. But I saw someone post a post on some. I think it might have been the movies subreddit where they pointed out that someone had a letterboxed where they gave it extra points if they said the name in the movie.
Yeah,
and I was so excited. And like they said, I forgot what the movie. It was some movie, but they said the movie in the name of the title, but it was a pluralized version of the movie, and they're like half a point, half a star for that one.
That doesn't work. It's like close. It's close. It's not there. Yeah. It's cheating. But yeah, he does say with honors a couple of times. Can I? Okay, because I mean, we do have honors in Australia, but can you guys explain what the US how the US system works? Like, what does it mean to graduate
Magna cum
with
laude?
honors?
Magna cum laude is perfect grades.
Okay.
Magna cum laude is like top of the class. Like you.
Is that what with honors means?
And then cum laude is essentially like 3 point. Like maybe you got a B, and then that's it. There's magna cum laude, and that's it.
Okay, so it is a bit different to Australia because in Australia you can with
honors, with distinguished honors is magna cum laude.
In Australia you can you can enroll in.
Don't you say anything mean to that beautiful woman. Hi.
Hi, JC's mom.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, JC's mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Love you.
Thank you.
But in Australia, you can enroll in a course that's just... You can enroll in a bachelor's course that's just like a bachelor's of arts. but then you can also enroll in a course that's a Bachelor of Arts
It's not
honors.
AP RAM. Yeah.
And you basically just do an extra year.
No,
and it's a little
they're
bit
talking
harder.
about like
It's a different thing.
This is like perfect grades. Like if
Yeah,
you
Okay.
graduate magna cum laude from Harvard, you're the #1 student, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
Like Barack
freaking
Obama graduated
guaranteed.
magna cum laude from Columbia and Harvard, back to back. That means he like dazzled everyone. Like nobody could touch him, right? And so that's what it means. It's just like you're the #1 guy.
So is Gore Vidal? Does he play is that him, the professor?
Yes. Gore Vidal
does?
is a great, like, you should look up Gore Vidal because he has so many public interviews. He is what they call a public intellectual. And what that means is he talks about
Like Noam
complicated
Chomsky.
things like Noam Chomsky in a way that is easy for most people to digest. So there's like in this movie, he's playing a contrarian to what he usually talks about, but there's all kinds of great debates that he's in over the years, and they sit down and they just have really interesting discussions. And it's just
Yeah.
like now
Like
we have
Richard
debate
Wolff
bros
as well.
Well, nowadays we have debate bros, which are just kind of like people yelling and screaming at each other. But back in the day, we used to
Like
have
Hassan.
right?
Like
we used to have
he doesn't do debates anymore though.
Okay, but listen, we used to have like really interesting. We used to have something called the Algonquin Roundtable with like intellectual luminaries discussing issues in depth, and they're not insulting each other, and they're trying to like find the truth, and that's what a Gore Vidal used to do. But he's a really like there's all kinds of like interviews with him, but check him out. He's really good. He's a really interesting person.
I thought it was like I had a lot of respect for that character when he read his paper and he was like, "Look, I don't agree with it, but it's it's really good. It's really well written."
Well, he went to Harvard. He's a Harvard
argument.
professor too, right? So he knows like the way it is, and so that's why they mentioned Dershowitz too, because he was also at Harvard at that time as a professor, right?
But he's not an actor. Like he's not an actor because he did a
Gore
really
Vidal
good job.
like
in
does
this
so
movie.
much TV. He does so much TV as like the go-to guy. Like if you need a smart guy on Johnny Carson or like Dick Cavett or to be on this show or PBS, like they call Gore Vidal because he's just like so great at speaking and like off the cut. Like he doesn't.
So he's
he can
media
impromptu-
trained essentially.
Yeah, he's just like one of these guys that can just cook all the time and is really interesting to listen to. And he wrote a great book about Lincoln and the Revolution, and like he makes history accessible to a lot of people too, right? He's very one of these writers who makes history from like he understands all the complexities, but he makes it the narrative like interesting and stuff.
The what's his name? The housemate, Jeff. I was trying to work out who he was. It's Josh Hamilton, but
I don't know
I was
who
trying
it
to.
is,
I was trying to work out what he was from, and I've seen him in a few movies. He's always good. He was in 13 Reasons Why, which I remember, but that's not the one that that's a terrible show. But that's not what I remember.
He was in
from.
Alive.
I haven't seen
1993 movie Alive.
Okay.
Is that the one where they crashed the plane in the Andes?
I think so.
Right? Like that's the Uruguayan rugby team really crashed in the fucking Andes, and they all like a couple of people survived by eating the rest of the bot. Like that's a great movie. Have you ever seen that movie? It's so
that's
cool.
That's a true story, dude.
They have the plane crash, and they're trying to survive the whole time in the fucking wind. It's a great movie.
He was in Kicking and Screaming in 1995.
Oh,
remember
okay.
that
And
Apparently, he was in The Walking Dead. I don't remember him.
What did he play in that?
Yeah, who did he play?
He played a guy named Lance.
The governor.
Lance Hornsby.
Lance. I still have to
20
watch the
episodes.
last season of that
He
show. I still
played-
want to get closure with that
He
show.
played
Never,
Lance from
never.
Eight.
Oh, okay. But I just realized, no, the movie that I remember him in is 8th Grade, which is directed by Bo Burnham. I don't know if you guys have seen 8th Grade. It's fantastic coming of age film. But he plays this girl's father, and he's fantastic in it. And that's the role that I associate him with. But if you guys haven't seen 8th Day, he's fantastic in it.
Check it
Bo
out.
Burnham.
I want to
And
learn
Bo
about
Burnham's
Moira
a great
Kelly.
director.
What else has Moira Kelly been in?
I think we
Been a
talked about it
bunch.
earlier, but Moira.
Yeah,
She was
in
really
cutting
good
edge.
in this too, because she was like she played the comedy bits well, and she was also like I don't know. I think she really is a really good actor. Beautiful, of course, but like
She's looking good today as well. I just saw a
I
photo
knew
of
the
her.
name, but I couldn't like place the name with other roles. You know.
I feel like,
I like
times over there are fucking mean mugging me because he didn't like this movie.
He doesn't like a lot of movies. You're gonna get used to that. Like he doesn't like a lot of movies.
All right, I want to give time, and I want to give time some more time to take down this movie. Give us some more time. Give us some more. No. I want more.
I didn't like how Simon was having his little weird medical thing after Brendan Fraser and Maura Kell were having sex. He interrupted them after they were done.
That's
He interrupted. He interrupted the post-coital time. He interrupted that.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
And then I like when Simon runs into the woods,
room
right?
and lay him down. No,
Yeah, I know. He runs into the woods to die alone because he knows he's dying of the fucking lung disease that chokes you to death, and you die a horrible death. It would not be a quiet death where you read poetry to someone who dies like that, right? Because you're essentially choking to death on your own fucking mucus and shit from the shipyards, right? That's the other sad thing that happened.
Oh, there's a weird scene where Patrick Dempsey, I think, was like going through some stuff in the refrigerator, and like. I think they put they dubbed his lines in post.
Yes, I remember. I know what
it
you're
was
talking
so
about.
like weird. I was like what's
I saw that.
So
I like to see. Yeah, go ahead.
People normally don't notice ADR, but ever since starting film school, like ever since then, I can't not notice ADR. Like whenever it happens, I kind of just have to shrug.
It's so noticeable. It's crazy. You can hear it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, you're an audio guy, but like, most people don't notice it, and like the amount of times like I'm in a cinema and I see like normally they do it from like the behind, so their mouths are like the mouths are slightly moving, and and I go ADR every time. I'm like ADR.
I like
down in front. Shut up.
I like the homeless guy who gets the ham sandwich when he delivers. Simon.
I love it. I love that scene.
That's a good scene.
Yeah,
He's a good,
scene. Actually,
nice performance. Nice little performance.
And you could
like
have
that scene.
Yeah,
but beggars can't be choosers, because he's like, "You want a ham sandwich?" And he goes, "Yeah, with mustard or whatever he said." And I was like, "Bro, come on,
just
man.
give him mustard. Just
Give
give
him
him
his
mustard.
dignity. He wants to keep his dignity.
I
Let him
like
have
that
some
guy,
mustard. He wants it. Tell me.
That guy looked like a fat Will I Am.
I thought it was Pastor Lee for a minute.
Why?
I thought he was
the hair.
What'd you say there, bro?
Oh yeah. The hair. Yeah,
but
right.
what I was gonna say was like what I like about that scene is because I think a lot of the point of this movie is trying to see people as like a fully fleshed human beings that have a backstory. And when he walks in instead of Simon,
yeah.
like all of his like he has all these like weird kind of quirks about him. He's like I got it right, you know. He was reading the letter.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to go, what's his story? Like, I want to see his movie now. Like, I want to know what that guy's about.
See, but I thought that scene was a little too on the nose for me, because like he comes in, and by the end of that scene, I he's like, he's like, oh hey, I brought the rest of your paper, and he's like, okay, he's like, well yeah, come on in, because he never let Simon in. He's like, come on in, and you can have some food, this and that, whatever. And I thought for a second he was gonna take his little trench, the little blanket, and be like, "This was a test by Simon, and you passed."
This was a chick flick, wasn't it? It was a chick flick the whole time. Like back when you just watch a chick flick, I just realized like this is why it was so right. It's a ladies' movie. That's why everything was so easy and soft.
The thing is, though, like Simon didn't want him to come and pick him up.
He said,
like,
yeah.
So it wasn't really.
Simon's just being a bitch. Of course, he wants him to come pick him up. He wants him to take him home with him. Absolutely. He's like Oscar the Grouch. You find him in a trash can. He wants to live inside. Oscar doesn't want to live outside.
I mean, nobody wants to live outside, dude.
Nobody wants to live outside.
I felt cold, like him sitting in that van. I was like,
I know, it was like, the basement is flooded, and like, put him in the basement. Who cares what that guy says? Like, nobody's gonna see you in the basement, the cellar, whatever the fuck it was.
Cellar,
You can't be in a car in the freezing cold like that. There's no heat.
By the way, that cellar was gorgeous. That room was
huge. It's like beautiful. The nicest room in the house.
Yeah,
well,
it's nicer than any of their rooms.
The room that he ended up putting him in was fucking Boz's room, which was the roommate that hauled ass to Bali. So
and he rubs his balls all over his clean sheets. I love it.
goes up there and puts his nuts on his drum set.
On the pillow.
So
I love
good.
the scene when he's like relaxing on Moira's lap. That's just to me. It's like he's arrived.
He's lovely. He's like he's
I
part of the
I
family.
would love to see the outtakes from this movie. I'm sure the
Look it up. There might be
interaction
some.
between the cast was probably hilarious.
By the way, when he started like ingratiating himself with the family, for some reason not the he does say they're his family in the end, but yeah. So I guess it is his family. I was getting a little bit of like Parasite vibes. You know, you guys have seen Parasite, right?
Yeah.
They're poor people. They pretend that they're they pretend that they're a teacher,
Right.
a housekeeper, and
It was a great movie.
yeah, great movie. But I was kind of like there was a little bit of that sort of like that sort of vibe going on with like the you gotta see poor people as like human beings, and inviting them into your family, and I don't know. I was just getting a little bit of that. I don't know if you guys felt that.
There is one thing in this movie that is just like stood out to me, and like I said, I love this movie. I've watched it many times since I was a teenager. But like, fucking, you don't get Social Security in 10 minutes.
No, yeah, I know. That was the other thing, right? Like, they're going to reject you, and then you have to appeal, and then you have to get rejected again.
You don't just go in there and file for Social Security.
They're not giving shit away over there.
And then, like, 2 days later, dude, he's getting a Social Security check. He's paying rent. That ain't how it fucking works, brother.
Wish.
Da-da-da-da, I'm loving it. And then you move into the cool apartment next to Harvard. It's sick.
They speed ran a montage. Speed right away.
Speed ran for the social safety net.
Yeah, like if that were the case, it would have jumped ahead fucking 5 years.
Oh, when he took the newspaper and he's selling the newspapers to undercut the newspaper guy, and the newspaper guy is like looking at him. I was waiting for the hit him with a roll of quarters and a sock, because that's what really happened. He's like, you can't like undersell me. God damn it!
But like, yeah, I feel like the point of that scene is that, like, he's just doing stuff to ignore Brendan Fraser's character. Yeah,
and he's just showing like how he gets shit done. He finds a way.
He did have a really good line though. He's like, extra, Harvard student crushed by his own ego.
Boy, oh boy, get crushed by your own ego. I want to do the impression. I keep losing it, but every time I watch it, I love his impression. It's so funny.
Yeah,
he's got a little extra.
Do we want to break this up? Yeah, I think we want to sum it up.
Sum it up.
By his own ego.
All right, let's start with time. Let's get the bad one out the way. Let's get the.
Yeah. I want to make an animated. I wish there was an animated version of this movie as a TV series.
Let's get This is the charity review. This is the one they toss out. It's when they grade on a curve and they toss the lowest one out. They're like, get this shit out of here.
Get him out of here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Again, I wanted to like this movie so much. I think it had people I liked. I like Joe Pesci. I like Brendan Fraser. I think Brendan Fraser is such an underrated gem of an actor.
Have you seen The Whale?
You know, I have not seen The Whale. I've heard it's really good though.
The Whale's really good. Yeah, he's really good in it.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. So I again, I like Patrick Dempsey. Didn't like him in this movie. I don't like ADR stuff. That pisses me off because I can hear it.
It happens
and
in
it's so
every
jarring.
movie.
It's still jarring though. I'm like, no, the level spikes, the volume. I before I review it, I shouldn't do this. Before I review it, is it your favorite movie ever, Bagger?
No.
Okay, good. All right, I give it like a 35 then.
That is rough for this movie.
It's better than Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes was 22. Better than Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes was 22 critics and 74 audience.
So you're with the critics on this one time. I hate
you're an intellectual. You're one of the elitists now, right?
You've upped
us. Tower.
You're a goddamn Yale is what you are, dude.
That's not good, right?
They did this movie at Yale, dude. He'd have been all over it.
Right?
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
Listen, I'm a bit of a Yale head, it's just how it is.
Yale, yeah.
All right.
This pains me to review it this low because I wanted, like I said, I wanted to like it. I like Bagger, so I want to make him happy, and it's just
Make him happy with your
To be
mouth
honest
after
on
the
this
show.
podcast, yeah.
Don't say that.
Why?
Don't say that.
Use your mouth.
That's the
Try
thing.
it
We're always
out.
honest on this podcast.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Like,
That's
yeah,
true.
if you,
Yeah,
if
you're
you
right.
don't like it, you don't
Right.
like it, dude. I figured you'd have probably liked it, but like,
A lot of people
Listen,
love it.
Listen, this is like I'm going to give
It's
your
definitely
thesis.
not my favorite
Give
movie,
your
though.
thesis at C. You're not going to pass with honors, but
Don't apologize to him, Bagger.
you are
You
gonna
don't need
graduate.
any excuses.
you're going to
Thank you.
graduate,
Thank you.
Tom.
Thank you.
You're going to graduate.
Thank you.
All right, Prag, where you at?
I think this is it's fun to watch a movie like this because you don't expect to be asked to review it, because if it's an older movie, it's going to be usually like a classic that everyone knows, or if it's a new movie, more likely we haven't seen it. So I just like to see a movie I've never seen before, and like, I've tried to go into it cold. I think there was some melodramatic things, but that's part of the time frame that it comes from, because it's still like early 90s, late 80s. There's going to be a little jankiness. It's going to be a little corny, but at the same time, it was very charming. I love the relationships. Joe Pesci made me laugh, but not because he wanted me to, because
He
I was
almost
just
made me
like
cry.
laughing. I was laughing at his like antics and stuff, and like how he was like playing the character, but I still enjoyed it. Right? It doesn't mean like it was like embarrassingly bad. He just made a different choice, right? So I like it. I think I feel like it's a 75 for me, and it's just a good like Christmas movie it's good for the family. It's a cute little family movie for you to cuddle up.
Awesome.
75.
So I think I'm thinking about Dead Poets Society and how good that movie is. But I mean, I had just watched this movie, so I came into it like, yeah, this is sick. I do see like where you guys are coming from, but I still think it's really good. I'd probably put it at about an 80. I really enjoyed it. I think it has a good story, really good message, and just like little things like why was his paper about technology? I don't get that.
That was a weird.
He pivoted.
He really pivoted.
Yeah. It's like, what? That's got nothing to do with what you're learning.
What do you think the
Like,
message of this
as a
movie
character.
was? Because you're my message
it's
guy.
about-
What do you think they were trying to tell
Yeah.
people?
I think it's like see
message.
people as people, see people as human beings. What do you
People as
mean?
people.
Like, because people don't. Like, people literally don't. And I think that's what it's going for. And I think
That's an
I know it's
egalitarian
very
meritocracy, merit-based.
Yes. Yeah,
this
yeah.
movie's about merit. He
Yeah.
had good ideas, and regardless of the fact that he was stinky and he didn't wash his feet, his ideas should have been received, because he had that nice
Yeah.
speech with Gore Vidal where he made his case very eloquently, and they had the slow applause scene, right? Because he showed merit. Equality of opportunity is like merit is just like like all the elites get together and then they merit based on that. But egalitarianism is that equality of that opportunity, so that if you deserve to like present, that you are allowed to present, and then the best idea win.
But there's also like the circumstances that people are in are often not because of their own choices. Like, he's sick because he had to be fired from his job because he's
I believe that some of his circumstances were of his own making.
and some of them were not.
He was a deadbeat. He wasn't deadbeat.
No. He got fucked, and he dropped out of the system, and that happens a good bit. Like,
You still have a child that you walked away from, and that's never.
I mean,
yes.
I can't excuse that.
Right?
As
So
somebody
it's
who's
complicated.
it's very
Yeah, but
complicated.
it's
he was
intersectional,
a
right?
merchant marine who
Right.
got asbestos poisoning, serving as a merchant marine,
Right.
and got
That
no
wasn't his
compensation for it.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
checked out of society and was
Mhm.
like, that's why when they took him to the Social Security office, he wouldn't comply. He was like, I got a grievance with my government, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
right?
understandable.
But he's also an
And-
untrained
and-
alcoholic who never tried to fix that, and he's wallowing in his
but
own
let me-
bullshit.
let me-
He did
hold
leave his
on,
child and his
hold on,
wife.
Hold on, I agree, dude. The child and wife thing is unexcusable.
And so is the
that's
alcoholism
over here.
that you don't
But-
treat.
But let me tell you what, man. I know so many fucking veterans that fall into the same
I agree.
fucking thing. Like, they get fucked by the system, and they fucking go to alcohol or drugs or whatever. Like, he was playing a very real character.
Yes, and
Like,
that's
Yeah.
the point.
That's what I was saying earlier, the over the topness of it. Like, I know people like that. That's their fucking mechanism for fucking self-defense mentally.
Right.
So, I
The
mean,
walls are up.
that's why I didn't see him as over the top. Like,
No,
he was
I
playing
agree.
somebody real.
I'm with Teabagger. That's how I felt watching it. I was like, this is just a guy, and this is just how he is. You know,
I mean,
I didn't feel like
Who said he was over the
checked
top?
out because he got
Prag.
fucked, dude.
Oh,
He's a little over the top.
Yeah.
I just, I like that he was a complicated character, and it wasn't like, oh, this guy's just a hero, and he needs to be respected, and like, there's nothing wrong with him. But they had to have that part where there was a fucking fault, and I like that because that's the real world. Because nobody is perfect, and nobody's a fucking evil person either. It's a combination of things, and so I love those, and that tells you that's somebody like understands character building and stuff. So, like I said, I enjoyed the movie.
And that's why I kind of like initially I put it at above like Dead Poets Society and
I would have to see those again. I haven't seen a lot of those.
I mean,
movies.
they're both fantastic. They're both fantastic.
Yeah.
But like the mentor characters aren't this like brought down. You know,
Right.
like Joe Pesci's character is. That's what I
Right,
kind of
right.
appreciated about this.
He's embedded with the students in this, right?
Yeah.
And there's like Cider House Rules. I think that's is that Robin Williams where he's teaching a
Williams,
class, or I can't remember all the fucking ones, but
Why are they all Robin Williams? Like,
because he's really good at that
Robin
job.
Williams.
Because Robin Williams knows how to be funny and intellectual at the same time. He can
Like
tell
Paul
you
Giamatti.
about. I mean, but Robin Williams is like, he can improv. Like, if you bring Robin Williams to work on your movie, he can do that classroom scene where you film it all day and there's the scripted lines, but he can also just like cook and like get everybody going. And like, you get like, you know, he's like one of those fucking heavy hitters, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
He
he's
was
a
an
great
absolute
actor.
fucking legend, dude.
Yeah, legend.
I think Good Morning Vietnam is like if people know
That
about
is a
Robin Williams
fantastic
or they
movie.
hear a legend and they don't get it, watch that movie and you kind of get it. Because
love
that's
that
all
movie
improv.
so much.
They just let him
Such an
cook in that movie, and
amazing
he
movie. Such
it's
an amazing
amazing
movie.
the shit that he can come up with, and the fearlessness, and the confidence,
And
and,
it
the
was
elegance,
it was
and the,
based
the
on a real
beauty
dude.
of and he's
the character was based
cares-
on a real dude.
And I
Robin-
don't know how
it was
much of what he
amazing
was saying
seeing him
came
develop
from
as an
his
actor.
own. Yeah, and I wasn't sure how much of what he was saying came from his own.
It's improv.
Head. Like but like came from what he believes, and how much was what the
They probably
like how
filmed
much
the-
he did research.
They just film everything, and then they just like chop it, right? Like they film
But
options.
but I think if it is about like what he believes, I really respect him a lot. If that's the case, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I
he's
love
goated.
that character.
He was going to be a political science professor, and his father was a professor, and he was very like intellectual, and like it was great to see Robin Williams become a great actor because he was just Mork and Mindy. He was just like this guy who was on TV, and then he got this movie called A World According to Garp, which is an excellent movie. And it was a breakout for him because nobody thought they didn't think anything of him. He was just like a stand-up, and then he just like started cooking people, right? And like it was amazing to see him develop into one of the great actors too, because he's got so many great roles, like 24-Hour Photo when he plays the psychotic version. He's a killer.
He was also a big gamer as well. I mean, he named his daughter Zelda.
Zelda,
yeah. He was a big time gamer.
He was very sick. He was very sick,
Also,
and he was dying, and
He's
it
like
was
John
painful.
Carpenter. John Carpenter's a huge gamer as well, which is
Have him on the show?
interesting, though. I'd love to bring John Carpenter on the show.
John Carpenter named his son Fallout 76. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Nailed it.
So
Next
I
DLC.
think,
He called
I
him-
think
he called Fallout
Bethesda
76
gave him
DLC.
a free copy of the game for that, dude.
Yeah.
I just realized we didn't ask MadTeaBagger what you were going to give it. I gave it 80. What's your
give
final
it
thoughts? and
a
review?
solid
1 hour photo,
85,
thank
man.
you.
I really enjoy this movie. I've watched it many times. It's got nostalgia and that early '90s feel, and like
Very nostalgic.
I miss the friggin' the '80s and the '90s. Dude. So
Dane
like,
Cook.
Do what?
I'm talking about Ramp mentioned Dane Cook, and I said Dane Cook.
He named his daughter Lance. How big of a gamer he is.
Lance from GTA.
Lance from Sims.
Lance from Sims. Next week, what are we doing next week? It's my pick.
Ooh.
That's my pick. So next week, I had picked this like ages ago already. Like I had it locked and loaded. I've been wanting because I've been reading a lot about Cuban history. I've been reading a full history of Cuba, and I really wanted to in the future. I really want to read the Motorcycle Diaries by Che Guevara, but next week we're going to be watching the Motorcycle Diaries. Directed by Walter Salles. I'm really excited to watch it and see what it's all about, see what his life was like, and see if it's good. I love the main actor. I recently watched him in Itu Mama Tambion. Did I nail that time?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Good.
He was also in a wrestling movie we watched.
He was in that wrestling, like Cassandra. He was in that recent Marvel one-shot, the werewolf one.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Werewolf by Night or something
by midnight or something? Or night,
yeah, something like that. He's really good actor.
All right,
yeah,
this is a travelogue, right? If people don't know what it is, it's a semi-autobiographical Che Guevara travelogue when he toured South America on a motorcycle with his buddy, right?
Yeah.
And I have seen it when it came out, but it's been a long time. And this is like a travelogue, so I remember seeing it, and I'll leave it for the review.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching it. But yeah,
on location in South America. On location,
on location.
I believe so. There's a lot of like scenery and stuff. So like,
I believe that. Like Walter Salles is like a pretty. He's a good director. He made Central Station.
Are we gonna raid somebody tonight?
I don't know. Do you know how to raid, Tom?
Do you want to raid?
By the way, thank you so much for joining us this week, MadTeaBagger. It's been a pleasure.
No problem, dude.
Let me check.
Whether you
no,
like
he's
it
not
or
live.
not.
He's not live. He's not. Never mind.
Yeah.
Whether
Guys,
you like it
is
or not,
speaking.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Whether you liked it or not, I'm just happy to have gotten y'all to watch a movie that none of y'all had seen before.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That's
amazing.
That's cool.
I have some pornos I could show you. You probably haven't seen. If you want to get together later,
I doubt it. I doubt it. Dude.
All right, let's end it on that.
Are they on?
Let's end it on that.
Are they on VHS? Because I might have seen them, dude.
I don't know.
Also, next Saturday, Golden Banana on Lance. Golden Banana.
It's a great show.
Good one.
GDB,
a good one. Starring
there.
Prag, Lance, Bagger, and myself, and other people.
Find out who the special guests are. Find out.
Who knows?
Woo! Ginger Pilled comes back next Wednesday. Rita Moreno, Ginger Pilled, Ron Howard,
MadTeaBagger,
DJ
MadTeaBagger.
All right.
Big pleasure.
Thank you.
Peace.